Well, recently, CNBC Africa's Nozipho Mbanjwa caught up with Mike Bimha, Zimbabwean Minister of Industry and Commerce, about Zimbabwe's investment potential. Let's take a look.
I think there is vast investment potential in all our productive sectors: mining, agriculture, manufacturing, tourism, as well as other service sectors such as ICT. And what we are looking for is really investors who come and bring in the most needed capital as well as technology. We are also looking at investors who come in to partner our locals in terms of joint ventures, as well as our programs to do with private-public sector participation.
Before we get into the policies that support these sectors, let's quickly talk about ZimAsset, which of course is your economic blueprint for the next 5 years. You're 2 years into that process. Can you begin to tell us in some of the achievements or successes that you've had in some of your priority sectors?
I think the main achievement probably was just getting the nation to be aware of what ZimAsset is all about. Really to get the buy-in of all sectors of the economy and the generality of the people to actually be aware of the potential that the country has and to support ZimAsset. What probably has been lagging behind was really the mobilization of these resources required to implement ZimAsset. And that's it is really the challenge at the moment.
And where are we looking to, as Zimbabwe, to raise that capital? What are the options that are available?
We, as a government, I think we are looking at really FDI, foreign direct investment. And there are measures that we are putting in place to attract foreign direct investment. We are looking into the issues of special economic zones, coming up with specific incentives to attract foreign direct investment towards certain designated areas. We are also encouraging the joint ventures with investors coming and either combining with government, combining with locals, and going into projects.
Is it true that the indigenization policy has been largely responsible for acting as a deterrent to investors and the foreign direct investment that you'd like to see into this market?
I don't think it's true. I think the whole issue has been more of perception. The policy is just similar to any other policies that you find elsewhere, where you want to encourage your locals to participate. And I think for a foreign investor, it's more secure when you involve the local participation. And I think there's been that misconception that the most talked about 51-49 structure, it applies to every type of investment. This only applies to mining because of its finite nature. The other industries, it's really open to negotiations, and it varies from one investment to another, subject to what you have on offer. It depends on what you are investing, the amount of capital you are bringing in, the technology that you are bringing in, and the various other aspects. And again, it's not just about shareholding, it's about also doing it, going into other things, the promotion of SMEs, the issue of local procurement. And all these issues come into the fore. And in any case, this 51-49 is not about taking shareholding. Any local participant has to pay for those shares.
Absolutely. And perhaps the last contentious issue before I let you go, which of course ties into the fact that agriculture is also one of the key sectors that you're looking at, the issue of land. How are you guaranteeing investors that they have, that they will be guaranteed that the land that they invest in will not be expropriated?
We have in place bilateral investment and promotion agreements with a number of countries, which is what we call BIPA. And we also have a similar arrangement with South Africa. So your investments are very secured, your investments are protected. And we do require large investments in land. We have government has large tracts of land at the moment under the Agricultural Rural Development Authority, ADA. And government is opening up to joint ventures with investors to make use of this land, and also to go beyond just agriculture, to go into agro-processing, into value addition and beneficiation.
Can you give me a number, a target in terms of the economic growth that we're likely to see in Zimbabwe over a 3, maybe a 5-year period? What are you chasing?
We are, maybe from where I come from, in terms of manufacturing sector, we are looking at the capacity utilization of average of 80% in 3 years' time.